Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I will be showcasing episode 6 of my Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 3 rewrite, The Broken Blade. Our first scene is of the ninja arriving at a different Dragonian village. This was no village, it was a kingdom, deserted for the most part. Lloyd, Cole, Sora, Frack, and Ryu entered the village, guard high, waiting for someone or something to pop out at them. The ninja make their way through the empty kingdom, finding a tent giving Dragonians shelter that looked more like villagers than fierce warriors. Lord asks them why they were hiding, and behind them, a Cyclops ready for attack. The ninja and Powerlin engage in a battle. Lloyd tries striking at him but deals no damage. Sora tries to find Tech but is knocked down by Powerlin's shockwave that sent everyone off guard. With the rest of his team down, Cole uses his elemental powers to throw rocks at him. But Powerlin catches them and throws them right back. Cole jumps on the flying boulders through the air, ready to strike. Powerlin grabs him and starts to squeeze the life out of him. Frack sees Cole suffering and starts to use his powers intensely. Lloyd asks him what he was doing, and Frack replies with, "What you taught me, using the power of focus." Frack reaches down and creates a crack in the ground that Powerlin falls into, leaving Cole the perfect opportunity to jump out. After that, Frack closes the crack in the ground after Powerlin was fully submerged. Lloyd asks one of the Dragonians where to find their ruler. They point to the palace entirely made of stone. The camera fades to Kai and Nia on the Storm Rider. Kai notices that they're low on fuel and have to land. Nia points to a raft village they can land on. The very same raft village Lloyd and Aaron visited over a year ago. Kai and Nia land on the raft village where they meet a mechanic, Dale, willing to help them. Kai and Nia explore the raft city in awe as they couldn't believe such an amazing place was built on rafts. They enter what looks like a lab, and Dale says they've been studying the source of the Crabtooth's power for over a year to use for a sustainable energy source. Back in the Dragonian kingdom, the ninja make their way to the throne room where they find Tyr, leader of Dragonians. Lord asks why he didn't send anyone to stop the Cyclops, and he says that there's no one left. He says how his people were once thriving in the kingdom, living off the spoils of war victories Thunderfang led. Then the war ended, and all his people slowly died out due to Cyclops attacks and hunger. He also goes on to say how the village near Thunderfang was a trade anchor for Dragonian tribes alike, but they were all killed and betrayed by their leader before his attack on the City of Temples, and he had to bury them. Lloyd apologizes and asks if they know anything about the prismatic blades, to which T responds with silence at first. Then, without any words, Tyr takes his staff and goes to the center of the throne room and stands on the carving of the ground depicting Thunderfang. He carves his staff into Thunderfang and it opens from the mouth, revealing a map. He gives it to the ninja and says that is all that was left of the prismatic blades. Lloyd thanks him and asks if there's anything they can do for him, but Tyr rejects, saying there's really nothing they can do. The ninja leave the kingdom empty inside, knowing that they couldn't help Tyr whether he wanted it or not. Cut to the raft village at nightfall, and Dale is fueled up, Kai and Nia's Storm Rider. As they're ready to leave on the dock, the rider gets exploded by knocked Shatterspin. Fire consumes the raft village as Rox and the Dragonians come from behind. She orders them to tear the place apart if they have to find the blade. The fire still raging on, Kai face off against Nock and his Shatterspin. while Nia jumps to Rox, catching her off guard and knocking her down. Rox starts shatter spinning and Nia goes for the rising dragon, but Rox dodges and kicks Nia, sending her straight through the lab. Kai and Noct are stuck in a duel, as one wrong move could secure the victory for either side. Nia and Rox transition into the same area as their brothers. Meanwhile, in the lab, the scientists are caught off guard and Dale does his best to defend with the moves he learned from Master Lloyd. Noct uses one of his shatter slashes and knocks Kai halfway across the raft village straight into a crane that gets knocked down straight into the lab. Dale jumps out and the crab tooth gets crushed under the pressure, and Rox notices a slightly cracked prismatic blade under the crane. She orders her Dragonians to lift it, but Nia grabs it before her and a piece of one of the wooden buildings on fire fall on top of Rox. Nia makes her way to the tallest area she can find to escape Noct, but he uses his Shatterspin and knocks Nia down. Blade flying in the air, Kai grabs it just in time and lands on a bridge. Noct and Kai, on opposite sides of the almost fully burnt bridge, leaps to each other with Rising Dragon and Shatterspin. But Noct wins, and the blade, yet again, goes flying down, crashing into the ground. Dale takes the blade and stares down Noct, who swiftly jumps down. After he refuses to give it up, Noct shatter slashes him. The camera transitions into slow motion as Dale falls to the ground. The camera focuses on Kai and Nia as they rush down to find Dale. Nia checks his pulse and she turns to Kai in a devastating no. The camera focuses on the shattered prismatic blade on the ground, while Noct picking it up. Rox, Noct, and the Dragonians leave the raft village in shambles, while the ninja and the raft villagers mourn over Dale's death. And that was episode 6, The Broken Blade. Tune in on July 2nd to watch episodes 7 and 8. I'll see you all then.